It all started with a misplaced library book. I, Amelia, a bookworm through and through, was frantically searching for Pride and Prejudice, my favorite, due back that very day. I checked everywhere: my bag, my apartment, even under the sofa cushions. Panic set in. The library was closing in an hour. Then I saw it. Not on my bookshelf, not under my bed, but on the park bench outside my building. Someone had obviously left it there. Beside it sat a young man, sketching in a worn notebook. He had messy brown hair, kind eyes, and a charmingly crooked smile as he glanced up. He looked up, surprised. "Oh, is this yours?" he asked, holding up the familiar book. Relief washed over me. "Yes." "Oh my goodness, yes. Thank you so much," I exclaimed, a little too loudly, I think. He chuckled. "No problem," he said, his voice warm and friendly. "I saw it sitting here, and figured someone must have misplaced it." We talked for a while, right there on the bench. He introduced himself as Daniel. He talked about his passion for drawing, his love for old movies, and his surprisingly profound understanding of Jane Austen. We were both laughing and sharing stories until the librarian called and said she would hold the book for me. I thanked Daniel again, feeling a strange sort of connection. I thanked him profusely, and as I turned to go, I hesitated. I should probably get going," I stammered. "But, maybe we could grab coffee sometime." The words tumbled out, surprising even myself. A smile spread across Daniel's face. "I'd like that very much," he said. His reply was simple, but it felt like a warm, comforting hug. The next day, we met at a small cafe around the corner. We talked for hours, discovering shared interests and unexpected differences. He told me about his work as a graphic designer, his dreams of illustrating children's books, and his fear of public speaking. A fear he jokingly admitted was ironic given his love for connecting with people. I shared my aspirations of becoming a librarian, my passion for classic literature, and my awkward attempt at baking sourdough bread, an attempt which, let's just say, didn't go too well. Over the next few weeks, our dates became a cherished part of my routine. We walked through parks, discussing everything from existentialism to the best way to make a perfect cup of tea. We went to art museums, critiquing paintings and sculptures, and sometimes just laughing at our own silly commentary. He introduced me to his friends, a quirky bunch who welcomed me with open arms. One evening, while strolling along the river, we paused on a bridge, watching the sunset paint the sky in vibrant hues. He turned to me, his eyes reflecting the golden light. "Amelia," he began, his voice soft and sincere, "I really enjoy spending time with you. You make me laugh, you make me think, and you make me feel happy." My heart fluttered. I could feel my cheeks warming up. "I feel the same way, Daniel," I whispered, my voice barely audible. "Spending time with you has been amazing." He leaned in, and we shared a quiet, gentle kiss, as soft as the evening breeze. Our relationship blossomed organically, like a wildflower pushing through the concrete. It wasn't a whirlwind romance, it was a slow, steady growth, built on shared laughter, mutual respect, and a deep understanding. We learned about each other's imperfections and celebrated each other's strengths. We were not perfect, neither one of us, but we complemented each other. I never would have expected to meet such a wonderful person because of a misplaced library book. Life, I realized, often works in mysterious ways. It's in those unexpected moments, those seemingly insignificant details, that true connections are born. Sometimes, the best stories unfold not from grand gestures, but from quiet moments, shared laughter, and a misplaced copy of Pride and Prejudice. Months later, we were sitting on that same park bench, watching children play. Daniel had his sketchbook open, capturing the fleeting moments of childhood joy. I rested my head on his shoulder, feeling a profound sense of peace and happiness. He looked at me, and his eyes sparkled like the distant stars. "Remember that day?" he asked, smiling softly. "The day I found your book?" I smiled back. How could I forget? It was more than just a book, more than a simple act of kindness. It was the beginning of our unexpected, beautiful love story, a story that started with a misplaced book and ended with a love that was real and true. And, I have to admit, it was a much better story than any I've ever read.